Chris Lueking. I'm a horticulture educator for Illinois Extension, serving Bond, Clinton, Jefferson, Marion, and Washington counties.
And we're going to talk today a little bit about houseplants and succulents and some repotting items that we're going to be talking about.
If we're using succulents, we're going to want potting soil that contains
Compost, but you're going to want to see a 50% of either a perlite or a sand mixture or vermiculite, as you see. So you can see this is really fluffier soil and this is a little more dry. This is great for our succulents and cactus because that allows that water to pull away from the root system. The worst thing that'll happen to your succulents or cactus is pulling of water, and they are really susceptible to root rot. So when we're talking about transplanting succulents that's gotten too large for the container it's currently in, we want to think about using containers. So we want containers that are the right size. We don't want too large of a container, as you can see, because what happens is it gets overwatered because you think, oh, it's a larger container, I have more area, I need to water more, and actually that's going to hurt your plant. You really want it to be the right size. And we want one that has a drainage hole. That's going to be the best solution for your plant. It allow that water to get away from the root system so you don't have any root rot or any fungal issues that are going to occur because of pulling of water. So we have a plant, and this is a succulent, and it's outgrown. So this is an Echeveria, and I'm going to take it out of its container that it's currently in. It's starting to pull away from the sides, which is a good indicator that we're needing more space for this to grow. So the Echeveria plant, we're needing to transplant it into a little bit larger container. Okay, so we have our new container that we picked with our drainage hole. We have our soil substrate media, which has our compost, but also our mix of sand and perlite. So we have a good cactus and succulent soil, so that all that drainage gets away, all that extra soil is able to get through the soil and drain away from our root system. We're going to add our soil in there. We want to leave enough space. We don't want to go all the way to the top because we want to allow the plant to be transplanted in. So we want to make sure that we're turning it over gently as we pull it out. We're going to pull it out of our container. And you can see it doesn't have very much media in it. It's been in potting soil, so we want to take away a little bit of that. This just allows us to expose a little bit of the root system here to make sure everything's healthy and looking nice. We pull it away just slightly. We're going to move our container. We're going to place it down in here. We pot it, and then we'll add some soil around. As we're going, try not to make a mess on our container, on our table. We're going to go ahead and add some soil around the edges of it because we want to have room for our water to go around the edge of the plant and get down into the root system. So we want to completely fill it. We want to make sure we have plenty of space for our plant to grow and our roots to go out. But we don't want to flood it when we're watering. We want the water to drain away from our roots, because if we have water pooling on our leaves, we're going to have more issues of fungus occurring, water pooling. It may cause root rot, our leaves to be extra wet, and they hold the water in their leaf system. So if we have extra water pooling, it happens to cause disease issues and pathogens to get in. We want to go ahead and press down anything as we transplant through. And we're going to want to water it as the soil. We're going to check the soil. We can take a toothpick, or you can take your finger and push down into the side. And if the soil comes away with the toothpick, we know that we've watered. It doesn't need watered. We want to allow time for that water to get away. You take a toothpick, like you're checking your cupcake, and you push down into the soil, and you pull it up, and there's nothing. It's clean. There's nothing on it. It's time now to water your succulent. So have fun transplanting your new succulent into its new pot, and you make sure that you place it in a semi-bright location that's not in direct sunlight, but that can be in a south-facing window.
If you have any other questions, please reach out to us at Illinois Extension. You can contact your local extension office or a master gardener and ask them about dividing or transplanting their houseplants. Thank you.